Hi everyone, welcome back at DK Test Drives. First of all, apologies for my voice. I'm a bit tired, so it might sometimes be a little bit rusty. But anyways, welcome back at the new video. And today I am actually really curious to see what it's gonna take driving this car, because I am a huge fan of this SUV actually. I am talking about the Jaguar F-Pace, and I always have been a Jaguar fanatic because, you know, it's a luxury brand. It's not really a sports brand, even if they have the F-Type, for example, but it's more like a luxury brand. And especially back in the days, Jaguar was well known as a car for the granddad and grandmom. But nowadays they have. I mean, it's a luxury car, but young or old can drive a Jaguar. Can drive is maybe a big word, because it's not that cheap, but they have made some serious step forwards, which you will also see during the review. So let's go. So here it is, guys, the F-Pace D165, full black. So you have those nice and big black wheels. Those are 20 inches with actually Pirelli tires on it, which is a pretty good tire, so good choice from Jaguar. We look at the front, you have those nice LEDs over here, and then a big central grille. As you can see, it's really big. And then the thing is that this one is also equipped with the 360 degrees camera. So you have cameras on a few points at the car, which I will show also in the inside how it's working. It's actually a big car. Damn. And then at the back, also those nice headlights over here, which are referring of course to the F-Type, the mythical F-Type, which is pretty cool. The trunk is, I have to say, pretty cool, as in it's functional. So you have a lot of space, can even fit some things over here, even if that's not the purpose, but we could do it. You can easily switch those, and then look at this, plenty of space, so everything you need. It's closing itself. What else do you want? So yeah, actually a pretty cool car, and not the Jaguar that you were used to a few years ago. They really made some step forwards design wise at the outside, but I'll talk a bit more at the interior. It's really a cool car. So let's move to the inside. So first of all, what you can see over here is a nice trim. It's yeah, sort of wood, I would say. these speakers are very, very cool. And then the material that they use, I'll show you over here, is really, really cool. And you can feel when you touch those things that it's, yeah, it's not plastic like in a French car or whatever. It's really cool and nice to see. They have a nice display over here. Let me show you. So this is the display, where you will also have the map over here if it wants to charge. It looks like, yeah, there it is. So actually very, very cool. Yeah, the steering wheel is not special compared to others. You have the Bluetooth functionality over here. You can speak, the volume of the radio, and then the cool thing is that by clicking on this, I can switch my display. For example, if I want to change the map instead, I want to see the information about my kilometers and the average liters per kilometers. You can simply do it with this, and then okay, yeah, there it is. So then you have another display, so you can even put one big map on it. So let me show you layout. Okay, like this. So then you have one big card for the full screen. So you can do whatever you want with this car. Well, at this display, of course. And then let's talk about this new display, which is called My 2021. I absolutely love it. I will show you the card, and for those who are used to Google Assist, like in, for example, Volvo and Polestar, which you can see over here, but if you're used to that, it's very similar. So you can do whatever you want. You can search the address. If you don't know the address but you know the place, for example a hotel or a restaurant, you just put it there, like I did over here, Half van Kleve, and then you can see the logo of the restaurant. You click on it and it's immediately giving the street, but also phone number or contact details, and there are also some reviews. So yeah, it's pretty insane. I really like this new screen. So you have, of course, also the phone which you can connect, everything for the radio. So you have the choice within DAB, FM, AM, or you can connect your phone with Apple Play. The only thing is that you have to do it over here with the cable, so you cannot do it wireless. That might be a bit older dated, but I'm pretty sure that in the future they will also adapt it. So these are really cool. So by going left or right, I can change the temperature. If I pull the button, I can increase or decrease the air, and then by pushing on it, I can put on the heating of the seat or the ventilation of the seat. That's honestly a really cool thing that I've never seen in another car. And then also here the Jaguar Coventry since 1935. Yeah, that's pretty cool, honestly. I really like the complete dashboard. Oh, let me show you. It's honestly pretty cool. The wooden trim over here. Also those seats are perfored over here, and then you have the logo of Jaguar over here. So yeah, it's pretty cool, honestly. The cool thing about this camera, so the 360 degree, is that you can literally put it where you want. So I can look where I want. So parking was never so easy as it is right now. Really never. And it does everything. So changing my wheel position and it goes with it. So yeah, that's really, really cool. So now sitting in the back, and yeah, a little view of the front, but a lot of foot space, as you can see, more than enough. There's also more than enough headspace. I'm sitting pretty comfortable, believe me. What's cool also is this over here with 2 cup holders. It's honestly a pretty decent car with decent space inside, in the trunk. So yeah, it's very, very, very cool. So let's fire this thing up. The 2-liter diesel engine is actually quiet, so it's not a noisy diesel that you sometimes hear, like in the Alfa Romeo where it was a bit louder. So this is more quiet. I sincerely want to thank JLR Vernaeve. So they are a Jaguar and Land Rover dealership in Ghent, Merelbeke. They have a really nice concession. They gave me all the information I needed. Also, they took time to show me the concession, the showroom. They took time to explain me the car. So yeah, a really good experience with those guys. If you want to buy a car, a Jaguar or a Land Rover, well, I could only say go to those guys and you will be helped like you want to. It's actually driving very comfortable, and the thing is about this car that you don't want to drive it sportively. You have the different drive modes, and I didn't even put it in dynamic yet because the car is not asking it, so I'm not tempted to do it, because I like to drive it just like it is. I like it. You have those really comfortable seats, which are very pleasant to sit in, and also the suspension is very good. It's very comfortable, but it handles pretty good. For example, I took the exit of the highway and the car was not acting strange or whatever. It was acting like I expected. The steering is pretty good. It goes where you want to go. So yeah, that's pretty good. A thing that they've done, so you have the pallets at the steering wheel, and it's a bit the same feeling as in the Alfa Romeo Stelvio, which you can see over here. Well, the thing is, they have pallets, but the car is not asking it, so it's cool and you might use it from time to time, but honestly, I'm driving all the time in drive mode, automatic, and it's the best thing you have, because you don't have the power and you don't want to go to those high RPMs, because the Newton meters come in the lower RPMs. So it's cool to have this, but yeah, I would not use them a lot, to be honest. I don't know why, but every time I drive those comfy SUVs, I don't want to go back in my 128 Ti, even if it's also a comfortable car, but you can't compare it. And honestly, this thing is just made for roads like I'm driving right now. It's comfortable driving 90 kilometers an hour or even 120 kilometers an hour. It's made for this. It's fun. It's It's relaxing. You don't have strange noises, or except for the panoramic roof that I opened, but I don't care about the wind. I mean, it's comfortable and I like it. So yeah, I can't say any more. Now, you probably ask yourself, well, Kjell, cool that you like the car, but don't tell me there's nothing that is not good or that you don't like. Well, the first thing, and you can probably already guess what it is if you follow my journey and if you follow all the videos, is the brakes. Yeah, I am there again with brakes. The thing is, excuse me, the thing is, it doesn't have a lot of horsepower, luckily, but it weighs a lot. So it's a lot of weight that needs to be stopped when you brake. And look, I'm braking and okay, it brakes, but I really have to push hard on my pedal to stop the car. And that is kind of normal, but again, I'm in need of bigger brakes on those type of cars because of the weight. So is this a huge negative point? Well, no. It just, again, for me personally, but it's not that it's a huge negative point or something like that. A second thing is that this one has the option of keyless entry, like in my BMW or in many cars nowadays. The thing is that if you leave the car without pushing on the button of your key or on the button on the door, the car is not closing, apparently. And that's kind of strange, because I thought that with keyless entry it would always close automatically. The second thing that I would prefer otherwise, so again, it's personally, but what I would like is the panoramic roof is now open like this, and you can fully open it also, which is good. But now it's opened like this, and it's like I guess 1 or 2 centimeters. It's just this, it's opened like this. And if you look at the outside, you barely see that it's opened. So that's kind of strange. I think it would be a bit nicer inside the car, but also outside to look at it when it has double of it, like 3-4 centimeters, like I guess most of the cars with a panoramic roof. So yeah, again, it's personal, but it's a small detail. As you can hear, well, there's not much that I don't like about the car, honestly. I really love the design. I really love sitting in it, holding the steering wheel, driving it. The infotainment is great. I will not say this very quickly, but I prefer this infotainment to the infotainment I have in my BMW, just because we're in 2021, and this is the kind of thing that you want. You want a map like this. You want to put the restaurant in even without knowing the street or having to look on your iPhone and searching for, where is the street? No, I just want to go there, and the car brings me there, and that's what I want. So the infotainment is really great. So that is, in my opinion, that's 11 on 10 just for the infotainment, because it has everything you need. It's working quickly. It's not a slow thing like in the Toyota, for example. So yeah, it has what it needs. Simple. It's as simple as that.
sometimes when you start
from zero, I'm feeling like in a Defender. It's like that's funny. Well, it stays in the Land Rover Jaguar family, but that's okay. So I said before that it's not made to drive sportively, but I want to try it. So let's put it on dynamic. Yeah, so I immediately have a red screen instead of orange yellow, and I'll put the gearbox also in sport, which allows me to use the pallets also, even if I'm not a huge fan in this car, but I will try it. So okay, let's start. Okay, it's acting kind of sportive, but yeah, it's not a sports car at all. But it's cool. It's cool and it's acting really good. You feel in the dynamic version that the pedal is also reacting faster than in the normal mode or the comfort mode. The next question is, how much am I going to rate it on 10? And I'm going straight forward for a 9 on 10, just because I absolutely love everything about the car. It's insane, and the thing is that Jaguar made such steps forward, because I mean, as a 26-year-old, a few years ago, when people asked me, hey, do you like that Jaguar? Well, I was like, no, I don't like it. And when people ask me right now, do you like the Jaguar F-Pace or the E-Pace or the F-Type or the XF or other things that they have? I mean, yes, I like them. I like everything. Even the I-Pace, which is a bit futuristic, but yeah, I like it. So Jaguar has really become a brand that is doing more or innovating things, and that's what they needed. We're in 2021. You can't stay in the 90s or in the 80s. So yeah, I really like it, and I'm really curious to drive soon with a Land Rover, whatever Land Rover it is, because if Land Rover is also in this innovation, then it cannot be the Land Rover also from back in the days. And maybe that's different because the real Land Rover fanatics, like the Defender fanatics, want an old Defender, and I get why, but if you want a daily driver, honestly, you don't want that old Defender which is like driving like a truck. You want something like this, or that's what I want, at least. So yeah, 9 on 10, definitely. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you have any questions about the car or about anything else, please let me know. Put it in the comments, give me a like, subscribe to the channel, don't forget it, it's super important. Subscribe now. And I see you very soon for a next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.